for me personally, when we first joined Plexus, I was a reluctant network marketer. I had never seen myself as a business person and was never really a numbers person, and still I'm not. But I made the decision that if I was going to be doing this, that I was the right person for it, and my only responsibility was to do the best that I could to understand it. And so what I did is I broke it down, and I started to learn each one of the 11 ways that we get paid. And I was like, I'm going to break it down into little bite sizes, and I'm going to start learning it that way. And for the compensation plan, there's actually really great resources out there. And I know one thing that we keep getting told over and over again by the leaders in Plexus is to make sure we're duplicatable. So everything that I'm going to share with you tonight is stuff that's available for anyone and that you can share with any of your downline. And so in our back office, there's 2 resources for the comp plan that I'm going to start with. And one is the compensation plan, and it's the full one. And you can actually find it in your back office. You can print it off. It's not a lot of pages, but that's the full plan if you're wanting to get all the deets. But the one that we're going to focus on tonight is actually the summary. And another resource that we have, which is super, super valuable, and Randy, I think, just showed it to you, was the you didn't show me anything? We're just working on this, okay, is the success guide that you get in your starter kit, okay? And so in the success guide, there's a section from page 71 to 76 that just focuses on the compensation plan, which is really great. It's kind of, again, a summary of it, but it's another great resource, and I'm going to reference that. Another resource that we have is the What If This Could Change Everything booklet. And again, that comes in your business builder kit when you start, when you get your welcome pack. And it's also something that you can order through Plexus. You can order multiples of them to hand out. And in there, again, it's just a very brief mention about the compensation plan. Another resource, which is awesome, and I've used lots, and I still use, is YouTube and Facebook. But specifically YouTube, there's lots and lots and lots of videos that Plexus, there's a few that Plexus Worldwide has put out. And also there are a lot of resources that different leaders in Plexus have put out as well. Different ways of explaining the compensation plan. And I know for me, I listened to a lot of them, took notes, and sometimes it just took somebody explaining it a little bit different, where all of a sudden, oh my gosh, now it makes sense. And that actually happened for me today when I was listening. I was listening to one from Sonia Dudley, and I was like, oh, that's what it meant. And so I'd really encourage you. And actually, after we do the Zoom, I'm actually going to post just some of my favorites, some of the links to some of my favorites of the videos that I've watched. And so I will do that after the fact. So as I said before, we're going to mostly focus on the compensation plan summary, and we're going to take it piece by piece, and we're going to break through that. But first of all, who actually is qualified? Who actually can take part in the compensation plan? You need to be a qualified ambassador. So we're going to just kind of break that down. What does that actually mean? It's actually not confusing. It's not super complicated. A qualified ambassador. No, you're not doing that? Okay, good. No, not yet, dear. A qualified ambassador is somebody who has their membership current, they have 100 PV going through their website, and they have their backup order on. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just read from the success guide something in relation to that. And so it says, easy monthly qualification for ambassadors. It says, with some other network marketing companies, you may be required to have $1,000 or even more in personal volume before qualifying to earn a commission. Personal volume is the dollar value attached to each product sold. With Plexus, that requirement is only 100 PV. Plus, that 100 PV can come from customers buying directly from the company through your website. It doesn't even have to come from your own personal purchases. That means there's no pressure on you to purchase product every month. which many distributors and other companies have to deal with. And that is right in our success guide. And they break that down. And I'm just going to read the definition. Again, it's in the back of the success guide on page 82. So if any of you are taking notes or whatever, page 82 in the success guide, right at the back, there's like a glossary. And they have a really great explanation of what the backup order is. And so on page 82, it says here, a qualified backup order. The Plexus Qualified Backup Order Program is designed to get you the products you want each month and protect ambassadors against failing to qualify. So it's actually, part of it is a protective mechanism for you to get your commission. If you have not met the minimum 100 PV during the month, you will not be qualified to receive commissions. If you have less than 100 PV by your qualified backup order date, your qualified backup order will automatically process a qualifying purchase on your behalf. This ensures that you will be qualified for the month. And so again, in the back of the success guide for different words that are brought out in our compensation plan, there's really great definitions in the back of the success guide for us. Okay, so we're going to actually go through, we're going to start now and go through each one of the ways that we are paid through Plexus. And just going to, in the success guide again, there is a page that we're going to kind of follow that outlines each one of the ways. So it's on page 73, and it kind of just outlines the 11 different ways. So we're going to start with that. So number one is the retail rewards commission. And that actually is one of the parts of the compensation summary. And Randy's going to just show us, we have little screenshots of each one of the sections we're going to deal with. So retail rewards, that's one of the ways that we get paid. And that is in relation to our PV. And our PV is the point value for products. We get paid from 100 PV and up. And 100 PV up to 499 PV, we get 15% commission on those products. And remember that that doesn't have to be it doesn't even actually have to be our purchases. Let's say there's one month for some strange reason, you didn't put an order, you forgot, life happened, I don't know, some strange thing happened. And so that also includes your customers. So it's important to help people purchase the way it makes sense to them. For some people, retail makes the most sense. They don't want any commitment. And for others, the preferred. They want it to come auto ship. There's no minimum requirement. They can order one product. They can order 5. It doesn't really matter, but they get it coming on auto ship, and there's the discount for preferred customers. So 100 PV to 499 is 15%. As soon as you hit that 500 PV, and I know I watched another video today, and I think it was Sonia Dudley, and she said, you want to kind of aim for that, is that 500, because as soon as you hit 500, the commission percentage goes up to 25%. But it doesn't start just at the 500 mark and up. As soon as you're over 500, it goes back to that first 100. And so that can actually add up quite quickly for those who are looking to have an extra income or to replace their income with Plexus. So again, whatever makes sense for your customers, whether it's retail, preferred, or as ambassadors, Plexus has set it up for you to be able to make some money, which is really great. Okay, the second is the preferred customer bonus. So preferred customer bonus, again, is for those who have chosen to be a preferred customer. It makes the most sense to them. They want a little bit of a discount, but they don't want anything even maybe to do with the business. Plexus pays you to help people who that is the best choice for them. So the preferred customer bonus is a monetary bonus that Plexus has put on most of the products that people would choose to order. So not only are you getting their PV commission as one of the ways, you're also getting an extra bonus on different products. So for example, I know the largest one is on the Slam. For each bag of Slim that a preferred customer purchases from you, that's a $15 bonus for you. That's pretty sweet. And so again, in your back office, if you want to kind of go back and just kind of see each one of those, the bonuses that the products get, it's all there. But that is another way that we get paid. So that's payday way number 2. All right, number 3 is the retail override. And that is 5% commission that Plexus pays you on each of your level 1 ambassadors. So each ambassador on your level 1 who has 100 PV or more, Plexus pays you another small bonus commission of 5% each month that your level 1 ambassador has 100 PV or more. So the way Plexus has set up their commission and their pay plan is even that example alone, retail override, you get a commission to help your ambassador to stay qualified, which qualifies them to get commissions, right? Because they need to have 100 PV for them to be commission qualified. And so you actually are encouraged to help and support your ambassadors. And so it really is a win-win commission plan that they have. And the next one is, number 4 is the Business Builder Bonus. So for each new ambassador who desires to build a business, Plexus provides welcome pack options. And they are great. There is, again, a really nice definition in the back of the success guide that explains the welcome pack. So these resources and this glossary in the back is actually really great for you to get familiar with, because even explaining to me new people, because I know sometimes like even the backup order or the welcome packs, sometimes we kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what to tell them. There's some great definitions in the back here. So here's the welcome pack. New ambassadors are eligible to purchase 1 welcome pack of Plexus products within their first 60 days. These packs are offered at a generous discount. The new ambassador does not earn commission on the welcome pack they purchase. However, 50% of the welcome pack PV is distributed to their upline ambassadors as a business builder bonus, 4 levels up. And the remaining 50% is retained by Plexus for product costs. So what that means is, for example, let's keep it super simple. So a new ambassador buys the welcome pack. First of all, what does that include? There's different sizes of welcome packs that people can choose depending on the products they want. So number 1, their welcome pack includes product. We all know, and we've heard over and over again, it's important to be a product of the product. You need to first love the products before you can actually passionately share them with people. So you get your product in your welcome pack. You also get your annual membership is included in that, and that's $34.95 US value. You also get your personal website. That is included in your membership fee. It's not something that gets added each month. There's no hidden cost there. And you also get your back office, And again, in the success guide, there was a really neat description of your back office. It said it's your virtual office where you can find your information and your business. You get to view reports, access corporate shareable tools, and more. So it's your virtual office, and that's all included in the welcome pack. So for example, let's say the welcome pack was worth $100. Let's just keep it super simple. I told you numbers aren't my thing. So it's worth $100. So we were told in the description that half of that, so $50, gets retained by Plexus to cover product costs. Makes sense. So we have $50 remaining. So 50% of that goes to your sponsor. Say you're the brand new ambassador, you ordered a welcome pack. So your sponsor gets half of the $50, so that's $25. Their sponsor gets 25% of that $50, so that's $12.50. Above them, they get $7.50, and above them is $5. So that's brilliant. So even though you don't get the PV for that first month for the welcome pack, Plexus still has found a really fun way to be able to compensate and give us commissions by helping people to start off strong with the welcome packs. So it really is the best option for new ambassadors who are wanting to build the business. All right, number 5 is the one-time achievement bonuses. And so these are outlined when an ambassador reaches a new rank, they receive a one-time achievement bonus. And that's super fun when you get that extra chunk of money on your paycheck. And so silver is $100, gold is $250, senior gold is $350, ruby is $500, and senior ruby is $750. And again, I want to point out on the compensation plan summary, that chart that I'm referencing, it actually shows across the chart what you need to qualify for each one of those ranks. It'll tell you how many ambassadors you need, how much PV you need. It's actually really, really helpful. So just get familiar with those. And as I said, just take a piece at a time and just start to get more familiar. The more familiar you get with it, the more understanding you'll get and the easier it will become. All right, the next one is number 6, which is our Fast Start Achievement Bonus. And again, I'm going to reference the success guide. On page 81, it actually has a really nice definition of the Fast Start Achievement Bonus. And it says, the Fast Start Achievement Bonus is a special bonus paid to new ambassadors who achieve the level of gold. So they didn't just go silver, but they went to gold, senior gold, ruby, or senior ruby within the first 30 days of becoming an ambassador. So they've signed up and they just like blow through it. They blow through silver and they went to gold or above. So Plexus actually doubles the bonuses. That's pretty sweet. You could actually make a pretty nice check your first check. All right, so number 7 is the Plexus pay points. So that's what we kind of call kind of the bulk of our residual income. We can get really nice portions of our commissions from all these other ways we've mentioned so far. But number 7 is the Plexus pay points. Okay, so the definition, again, for the Plexus pay points, and again, it's in the back of the glossary of the success guide. It says the value of a Plexus pay point varies each month depending on key indicators, including but not limited to total commissionable volume, so that's by the whole company, and the size of the sales field. So it also is determined by how many ambassadors are active at that time within any given month. Plexus points are earned based on your pay rank and your team's PV each month. You are paid on the total number of Plexus points you have qualified for, multiplied by the current value of a Plexus point. So I forgot to write this down. I'm going to take a quick look here. Jake, I don't think Jake is on, but Jake is our numbers guy who's super good with numbers. And so I knew he would probably know this answer. I know for a majority of the time that we've been part of Plexus, the average pay point, which we're going to explain a little bit more, the average pay point has been about $3. So I asked Jake what it was the past few months. And so he said between $2.85 a pay point up to about 200, that would be awesome. $2.90. Okay. So if we take the example, we're going to keep it simple as $3. Okay. So did you show the screen? Okay. We're just going to show the screen one more time of the pay points. So you get paid on every qualified ambassador. And so remember what a qualified ambassador is. They have their current membership. They have 100 PV going through their back office or their website. And remember that's yours as well as your customers. Make up that 100 or more. And you have your backup order on at 100 PV. Okay? So that makes up a qualified ambassador. So that's where you get your pay points from, is the qualified ambassadors in your team. So your first level ambassadors that are qualified are each worth 5 pay points to you. Each month that they have their membership current, 100 PV going through their website, and they have their backup order turned on at 100 PV, they're worth 5 pay points to you. And that's your level 1s, your level 2s, and your level 3s. And we can actually get to the point where we get paid 7 levels down. So level 1, 2, and 3 is 5 points. Level 4 is 4 points. Level 3 is, oh, no, I got it all mixed up. I got it like super awesome here. Level 4 is 4 points. Level 5 is 3 points. Level 6 is 2. And level 7 is 1. Okay, so what does that mean? So we talked about a pay point. Each pay point is worth a value each month, and it'll change depending on how much was sold company-wide. So they take the gross commissionable volume that the company has sold that month, as well as how many ambassadors. And they divide that up, and so then each pay point gets a value, and it'll fluctuate each month. And so let's say, for ease sake, that each pay point is worth $3. Let's just keep it that simple. So for each of your qualified ambassadors in your level 1, 2, and 3, they're each worth 5 pay points. So if each pay point is worth $3, that's pretty sweet. Each one of them is worth $15 to you. And so then, and it goes down again, right? Level 4 is 4, that'd be $12. Level 5 is 3, so that's $9 each. Level 6 is 2, so that's $6 each. And level 7 is 1, so they're $3 each. So you can see how over time, just encouraging, especially focusing on your first 3 levels, just supporting them, encouraging them, connecting them to the right people, helping them get the right tools, helping them to help their people, how that can actually duplicate, and that can become quite a large part of your commission. And so that is something that is kind of, as I said before, is how it's explained to me, is that's really the residual part of our commission, because over time, if we have done our part just to become the best leaders that we can, we will then have teams that are duplicating, and then that's actually how it grows. Okay. So we talked about the one-time achievement bonuses, and they stopped at Senior Ruby. But the following ranks do not have the one-time achievement bonuses. They have something that's even better. So 8, 9, and 10 is the Emerald Pool, Sapphire Pool, and Diamond Pool. So those 3, we're going to kind of lump them together, kind of, sort of. And so once you reach the level of Emerald, you don't get a one-time achievement bonus, but you get to take part in something that's called the Jewel Pool or something. And so at Emerald, you get 3%, Sapphire 1%, plus your 3% from Emerald. When you're Diamond, you get 1%, plus your 1% from Sapphire, and your 3% from Emerald. So that is a total of, there's a 5% of all the gross commissionable sales, and Plexus pays out, they pay out at least 50% to the field, okay? So 45% of that gets paid to everybody. And we already broke down all the different ways, so that's where that money's coming from. But they keep that 5%, and that actually goes, that 5% of the total commissions gets set aside for the Emerald, Sapphire, and Diamond Pool. So that's pretty sweet. And I know that, I can't remember the numbers, but for those that we've talked to who are jewels, who do actually get to take part in that, you may think, 1%, 3%. It's not a big number, but it actually adds up, because that's part of the whole volume that Plexus is doing worldwide. So I'm actually going to read something else from the Success Guide in regards to that. And it just kind of breaks down those 3 levels, the Emerald, Sapphire, and Diamond. So Emerald Pool bonus, you reach Emerald as an ambassador and you receive a share of an exclusive bonus pool of 3% of the commissionable volume each month for Emerald and up. So remember before it was a one-time bonus? When you reach Emerald, Sapphire, and Diamond, this is something you get to take part in every single month. It's not a one-time achievement, so that's pretty sweet. And for sapphire, the same thing. Once you reach, you get the 1%, plus you get to keep your emerald bonus. And then with diamond, you get an additional 1%, but you get to keep your sapphire 1% and your emerald 3%. And that's every single month. All right, number 11 is diamond re-entry. And we actually have quite a few diamonds who have now re-entered themselves into their team. And that is something you get to do when you, when you reach diamond. And what that means is you get to double leverage your earning power by re-entering the program with a second position. Crazy. Which will be level 1 in your original organization. So let's say, for example, okay, I've reached diamond. I get to sign myself up as my level 1. So I have my whole diamond organization, but I get to actually start building under myself a whole nother organization. That's pretty crazy. So not only is the first me getting a piece of the second me, but the second me is getting the commissions from the new organization I'm building. And so far we have one business leader in Plexus, Celeste Gwen. She achieved diamond, re-entered herself, and actually brought her second position to diamond. Mind-blowing. But with Plexus's compensation plan, the way they've done it, you really can, there is no cap on your earning. You can actually build as wide as you want. You can sign up as many people as you want. And where the way they have it designed for us to be working together, it's actually done in a way where it's about community, it's about helping each other, and it really is about team. And I love that. Okay, so just going to be wrapping it up in just a couple minutes. So I just wanted to highlight the annual income chart that Plexus puts out. So again, this is the average annual income. So it's not something that they're saying, oh, definitely this is what you're going to get. But when they took the stats and averaged it out of all the silvers, all the golds in Plexus, they have the average annual income. And one thing a couple things I like to say is, you know what, anything's possible. We never should be limiting ourselves. I know it's sometimes we actually are our own worst enemy, and we actually have to shut our head off sometimes and say, no, stop. And we need to speak out in faith. So anything's possible, number 1. And number 2, because it's been done before, it can actually be done again. And actually, one more thing I'm going to say that really encourages me is the people that I've seen that are the top leaders in Plexus and that just keep ranking, there's new people all the time, they're just regular people. They're people just like us. They've just stuck with it. They've talked to people. And one thing I know they said at convention is the people on the stage and those of us that were in the stands that haven't ranked yet, the only difference is they've talked to more people. So that annual average income is actually, it's possible. And the one thing that I really love, and the more I get to know Plexus, and more I get to hear about the leadership and the leaders that are ranking up in Plexus, is that their vision statement is actually, they live that out. And the vision statement is, Plexus is network marketing, and they do it the way it could be done and should be done, but rarely is. Plexus has actually raised the standard because what is the word I'm looking for? Network marketing in itself is actually a brilliant, brilliant business plan. It's brilliant. It allows the everyday person to be able to, should be, for a small fee, be able to have their own business and achieve the life that they want without sacrificing family, their health. And so Plexus has taken the model of network marketing, and the best that it is and can be, Plexus is making that a reality. And I love that. I'm just going to close with one more thing from the success guide. As I said, you know what? Duplication, duplication, duplication. The tools that Plexus has provided for us are amazing, and they're actually useful. Okay, so I'm just going to close with page 2. And it says, congratulations. You're part of an industry unlike any other. Network marketing harnesses the power of you rather than investing in expensive advertising, celebrity endorsements, or bricks and mortar storefront. You are at the right place at the right time, and that's not cliche. It's reality with Plexus. What it means to be a network marketer. You build your business your way to meet your unique needs. You don't have to invest years in a business school of education or even have a college degree. You don't have employees, you have partners that you choose to work with. You don't have a physical storefront, you work and grow your business anywhere, anytime. You do have a business that is turnkey. It's ready to go when you are. You immediately have access to shared services like customer service, product marketing, compliance guidelines, education, and more. You do have a business that is yours. You set your hours. You choose who you want to work with. You expand your customer base and team size according to what you want to accomplish. You create your own business. It isn't created for you. You do have the opportunity to give yourself a raise anytime you want. No other industry offers that perk. Work hard, build a customer base and a team, and advance through the ranks. Network marketing truly provides the opportunity for unlimited earning and incredible freedom. Bottom line, network marketing gives ordinary people extraordinary opportunity. And I love that. And you know, as I said, like, just take the time. I know as I was going through this, I'm like, because I've taken the time to, you know, break down each part and listen to different people talk and share and different leaders and take notes. At first, this is overwhelming and just seems like Chinese or something. But you know what? It's really not that complicated. It's not, there's no tricks. There's no hidden agenda. There's no, as I call, rabbit trails where you think you got it and all of a sudden, oh no, this is what they meant. It's not that complicated. And actually, Plexus gives us a couple of roadmaps, a couple of examples of how to earn money with Plexus. And just a couple of roadmaps over to follow. So in the What If This Could Change Everything booklet, on page 4, they actually give you an example of how you can earn with Plexus. And it gives you an actual little guideline of how you can actually earn $300 a month in your first month. Gives you an example. And again, in your back office, I know this is one of Arlene's favorite, but in the compensation plan, in the full one, on page 6, it actually gives you an outline if you actually only sponsored 3 ambassadors, but you trained each 3 to only sponsor 3, and they did the same with their 3, and actually how fast it grows. And so the reason they can give us these actual examples, I mean, these ones happen in a perfect world, but if you actually did what it said, you'd actually get what they say. There's no tricks. And so I just want to encourage you guys, just, you know, embrace this, be the best you, just do the best that you can to understand this, because you are the right person. You don't have to be, as I always say, and I say it almost every time, you don't have to be a superstar, because you already are a superstar. You don't have to fit another mold. You get to become the best version of you and do this well. And let's do this together. And if anybody wants to connect one-on-one, you just have a couple questions, I'm available. And I'm going to post some of my favorite videos and stuff that I've watched in regarding compensation plan. Other than that, that's all I got. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, guys. And hopefully that was helpful. And let's do this. Have a good night. Oh, there's a minute left. Oh, so, good job. Yeah. Anybody want to say anything?
Thank you so much, Lisa.
Yes, oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. I hope that was helpful.
Yes, I heard it a second time, and I can't hear it enough to get it really in my brain.
Yeah, you just keep, you know what? It's more than 2 times. I had to hear it lots of times. And all of a sudden, little pieces make sense. Little pieces make sense. And
exactly.
I heard something else. So as I said, you know what? If you're starting to feel pressured, just take a break. And just take one little piece and focus on one little piece of it. That's what I had to do. I did that last summer. I took the summer and I just took little pieces. So we're actually going to run out of video time here, but if anybody has any little questions, just message me. I'm available. Love you guys and have a great night.
Bye.
And we'll see you soon.
So good. You can't hear us.
Okay.